Hey, my beautiful baddies. Welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today we're answering the question, who underestimated you and now regrets it? So this should be an interesting reading. So grab your comfies and your snacks and come join your Auntie A as we get into this really interesting and fun reading. I'll see you beautiful creatures on the other side. A warm hello to everyone who is new to the channel. Hello, hello, welcome in. It's wonderful to have you, and I hope you will stick around. If you are a returning subscriber or a member, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I deeply appreciate each one of you, so thank you for being here. And I'm going to be having a live session with the Coven members this Sunday. I believe it's the 24th of August. I could be wrong about the date, okay? But it's this Sunday, and I will be channeling Persephone for the Coven. And if you're interested in that, I do have a little joined button down below. You can hit it, and all the information will pop up. And I just want to say a big thank you to the Coven for all their support and their just wonderful energy that they bring to the channel. They have really helped me so much become a stronger channel and open up my gifts and abilities even more. And I deeply appreciate each one of them. So thank you. A very special thank you to the Coven. I appreciate everyone who donates to the channel and sends gifts and subscribes and gives me thumbs up and watches the commercials. I appreciate all of you who engage in this community. I deeply appreciate each one of you, and I want to say thank you. So thank you so much. Now, as you see before you, there are 3 cards. These are going to be your psychic linking objects. I will be pulling today as I go. All right. I will insert a little video for those of you who need more time to see which group you're drawn to. Now, if you're drawn to more than one group, there may be more than one message here for you. And just so you know, your auntie's tongue is a little heavy today, but you know, she's got the lupus. So there's that. All right. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 1, all of you who selected the mask, this is going to be your reading all about who underestimated you and now regrets it. So this should be a really interesting reading, and I'm so glad all of you are joining me. The camera is kind of above my head, so keep that in mind. Okay. And this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So, who underestimated you and now regrets it? Well, let's get into this energy here. Let me adjust my table. Okay. Tell me about my group 1. Oh, well, we flipped out. We have fear of connections, non-collaborative, disregards for others' feelings, paranoid, deep sense of isolation due to not fitting in. Perhaps this is your energy with a mask here. Perhaps you have felt a bit alone, and this has made it very easy being so isolated, being kind of a lone wolf. Perhaps it's made it so easy for people to underestimate you because you are such an individual. All they see is the mask you wear, which this mask Doesn't give much away, does it? And perhaps this is because of everything you've been through in life, the situations that have made you feel like you can't be who you really are, because when you are truly who you are, your most authentic self, people don't seem to like it, or that's your experience. Accountant, oh wow. Thorough, investments, stability, oh wow. Happiness, financial new beginning, savings, prosperity, pleasure and security. Listen, couple things here, so take what resonates. You may be a Taurus, a Capricorn, maybe even a Virgo. Or this is like a parental figure, a someone who is almost exact opposite of you. Okay, someone who's really into like here's the comparison, and you literally may not be this, but this is the symbolism I'm getting. Artist, accountant. Not that accounting can't be creative, because it can. I did it myself. Okay. So it can be. Sometimes you have to be really creative to solve some of the like forensic accounting problems and things. So it can be. It really can be. And it gets underestimated. Okay. But these two energies are really in direct conflict. So I see the conflict of someone who underestimated you. Tell me more. Tell me more. This could be a boss. It could be a professor as well. But it's someone who I feel like sits in authority over you, judging you. Okay, because they feel like you don't care. Rebel. There's rebel. The rebel card came out. I am not surprised. I am so not surprised by this. Unconventional, breaks tradition, inspiring, does not conform, challenges injustice, bold, speaks out against discrimination, independent. See, they don't like that. Why can't you just be like everybody else? This is what I'm hearing. You are never going to get anywhere being like this. No one's ever going to take you seriously. Do you have a lot of tattoos? Do you color your hair? Maybe you look a different way from this person. And listen, I'm not jumping on the old. I'm not trying to label situations. I'm trying to like give you the energy. Okay, so please do not get offended, please. Okay, but it's like Boomer, Gen Z. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. Okay, may not be the exact thing. Okay, so please don't leave me a nasty gram in the comments. Okay, I'm just saying this is the symbolism I'm getting here. Like millennials, boomers, Gen X boomers, just this controlling energy that wants conformity at a cost, and doesn't appreciate the absolute will it takes to refuse to conform, and the strength it takes. And they completely underestimate you. We have the wounded healer. And we have allows people to become codependent, consumed by wanting to fix everything, unable to focus on one's own problems, self-critical, feeling never good enough. Boom. There's their shadow right on the table. They are completely flipped upside down. Their approach to things is backwards. It's almost like you are them pushed out, and they're reflecting all their sense of failure, all their sense of not honoring their own authenticity, all of that. They're pushing on you. They have forced a mask on you. This mask was forced upon you. Okay. It feels like, woo, this is just so powerful. And you refusing to be codependent with this person, if you have broken the codependency loop here, they don't look at that as a good thing. They look at that as, what are you doing? You can't even get yourself together. Come on. Okay. That's the energy I am picking up on first. Okay. Let's get one more card here, Spirit. Tell me about who underestimated you and now regrets it. Nomad. Pragmatic, independent sense of self, shares values, perspectives, and lifestyles. Full of thrills and excitement, seeks adventure. There you are. They didn't know you were going to do that. They did not know that you were going to do that. What do you think you're doing? How could you just do that? A life of adventure doesn't pay the bills. Being your authentic self makes you weird. Isn't it great being weird? Lately here I've been wondering, is it really great being weird? And then I understand being weird is part of the process. It's part of the experience. Who wants to experience being normal all the time? This person definitely does not want to feel weird at all. We have hex and cursing. Tell me more. Tell me more. There was some bad blood here. Bad energy between y'all. And I think, dance for me. You wouldn't do what they said. You wouldn't do. They wanted you. Okay, so the long-term romanticized marriage, I feel like they had a plan for you. They wanted you to have a normal life, maybe get married, have kids, do the thing, and maybe you did, and maybe you stopped, okay? Um, and I feel like you didn't do the things they wanted you to do, okay? And you went on your merry way. I want to get into this hex energy. This feels like bad blood. Like, but you know what you did? You broke out of this. You broke out of this. Tell me more. Blade Runner. They spent more time on the internet and socializes with strangers instead of their real life. Ooh. You hurt feelings. You may not have completely like cut them out, but you definitely drew a line around them like a circle and walked around them. So you didn't maybe cut off contact completely, but you definitely avoided them at all costs, which is sort of the same thing, but it's more of a southern way of doing things. We just avoid each other at all costs. And here's the thing. This person is hurt, offended, and quite frankly, they were embarrassed. Okay. They thought that you were going to be nothing. And they're very hateful. And you know they're hateful. Okay. This is not a surprise that they're hateful. Okay. Hateful, vindictive. And I hear a lot of words of like, they're never going to be nothing out there just doing their thing. Like, there's no way. We have about me, the non-giver, holds back emotions and affection in order to have the upper hand, or they simply do not have empathy. Boom. There you go. Codependent with no empathy. That equals cruelty. That equals emotional negativity and oppression. Expired milk. Thinks they're buffalo mozzarella, but they're actually Kraft cheese. And I think that's how you see this. You are of a different vibration. You are of a different frequency. Okay. They're Kraft singles in a 1950s house. Okay. They want things to be how they've always been. And we're not living in the 50s, honey. Things can never go back, and we don't want them to. We want to move forward in the future. And that's what I feel here with you. I feel like this energy really held you back. There was a lot of like shame about the fact that I don't want to be like everybody else. Stop trying to make me like everybody else. I'm not like them. I think there was a lot of harsh words said here with this hex. Okay. Tell me more. So what happened here? The Six of Wands. You had some victory. How dare you have victory without me? You can't do that without me. Who do you think you are? Having victory without me. Things getting good without me. I think you even took the mask off and they were like, oh, look how beautiful you are. Look how radiant you are. Look how handsome you are. No reversals. Temperance. Look who's watching over you. You got ancestors. I feel like these are ancestors for you specifically. Okay. Look at this flower. Look at these flowers, these nature spirits around you. It's as if the universe is responding to you and supporting this authenticity within you. Look at all this activity. Like the flowers are blooming and there's eyes on them. They're conscious. They're aware. The water's moving. We have all this life force. It's just beautiful. I feel like this spirit is saying, like, this is a snapshot of you. You got your foot in your emotions. You're very in touch with your emotions. You're extremely creative. You have a beautiful aura. This thing did not suffocate your spirit. Can't touch it. Can't touch this. No. No, you can't touch this. You can't. Some people, even family, are not meant to walk our whole journey with us. And I know for some people that is weird to hear, okay, because they have an experience of family or friendship or whatever this is that is different. But I think when you have a serious issue like this, it's understandable that sometimes we have to take a break. We have to get on our own journey, you know. Um, I feel like there's been so much healing here. And they know that you've had some victory. Tell me more. This one popped up. The Queen of Swords. There are those harsh words. But now, instead of harsh words, you've like transmuted the harsh energy of the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords can be very harsh, very intense, because she speaks in logic. She speaks in reason. So you've transmuted a lot of negative vibes into reason, however, tempered with emotion, tempered with emotion, tempered with spirit. You're coming from a very balanced place. It's like my throat chakra wants to close up. It feels like you have learned the power of your words. And the power of your words have helped you attain some victory. And this person has severely underestimated you. So tell us how they feeling now. How they feeling about it now. This is where the hex energy is coming into play. The Ace of Cups and Death. Oh. Now, you're not one to come on back, are you? They think about it. I wish I had tried to talk to them. I wish I could change it. In their heart of hearts, they wish this. Give me another card. We're going to take 2. Ace of Wands and the Deval. Listen, they really think, reading this intuitively at this point, they really think with the Ace of Wands and the Cup that they can make it come together, that they could get the show back on the road. And where you're heading is a bad direction, okay? All right? Even though you seem to be doing fine, they know in their heart that you're struggling. You're having issues. For some of you, they think that you are partying, party, okay? Perhaps in the past you've had issues with partying, okay? They can't believe that you are doing these things without them. So they're really thinking about all the negatives, like, where's your money coming from? Where's all this coming from? And they really think that you need them, okay? They really wish they could change this. Because even though you may be having issues, like they can't believe that you could be doing this on your own without some kind of crutch. Well, that is very insulting. Let's pull more tarot from a different deck. Okay, the Devil. They think you've gone off and are doing crazy things, and you may have a little bit of victory. You may be feeling good about yourself and looking good and all this stuff, but deep down, you know you need them. And they regret not reaching out and saving you. 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh, the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Wands. And what is this? The 6 of Swords? I think so. Transition. I think so. How many is there? 6. Yeah, this is a 6 of Swords. They really think that if they could just reach out to you, 2-2 here, 22, that y'all could overcome this obstacle together and move on. I gotta tell you, there is zero responsibility for any of their harshness with you. Okay. They haven't really self-reflected. You know what they really regret? They regret not being a part of your success, of your looking better, feeling better, functioning better in the world. They don't recognize really, they say, oh, you're doing it without them. But they haven't really recognized that you're doing this without them. Do you see what I'm saying? That their absence of their negativity, the absence of their horrible words to you, the horrible fighting, all of that. You getting free of that has allowed you to live more authentically and be more successful. Look better, feel better, become healthier, become more authentic. They really haven't taken that in. And there's zero, they take no accountability. So there's regret, yes, because they're not part of your winning party, okay? And now they sit and regret not reaching out. They still think they could reach out to you and make it better. Make what better? Make what better? Your life is already better. There's nothing to make for them to make better. 777 is a number on the bottom of this deck, by the way. There's nothing for them to make better. 22 is another number for you, by the way. They've done enough. Let them regret. And if this person reaches out or indirectly reaches out to you, do not. You keep doing what you're doing, okay? You keep your head held high. You keep leaning into your authenticity. You keep feeling good. And I know you're dealing with some energy from this person. I know you're still trying to get free of this codependent energy, but good things are happening. You've got some really beautiful energy here. And let's just go ahead and pull this out. You're going through a transformation that's really going to bring you a lot of victory. It's going to bring you opportunity. It's going to bring you inspiration. Okay. And it's going to bring you this attraction energy. Okay. I'm picking up on that. So things are going to get better for you. They really are. Sorry if that was out of out of the camera. Things are really going to get better for you. They really are. And I think for most of you, they already have been. They really wish that they could stop it and you could see how much you need them. Beware. Beware. Beware people who are like this. Because they will stop your rise. They will stop you from rising. They will stop you from growing. They will stop you from healing. Because your healing makes them aware of how they haven't healed. We have fear. You bring out their inner fears. You are a mirror to them. And they don't like that. They don't like the mirror. So if you're not codependent with them and you're doing your thing, then the mirror is, I'm not doing my thing. I am being selfish. I am being self-centered. I am wanting someone to literally halt their life so they can be in a horrible situation and codependent with me. And this person can't deal. Now, for some of you, this person may have some issues themselves that is running crazy right now. Okay, and if you know. Let's go ahead and get some initials. I didn't really say anything about this in the opening because I wasn't really sure. But we're going to go ahead and get some initials. I just want to get all the little particles off my board. Okay, bon appetit. All right, let's get some letters and initials. Tell me who underestimated my group one. Who regrets it? It feels like they're afraid they're never going to see you again. It's never going to be the same. Yeah, it probably isn't. It probably isn't. And that's life. That is life. I feel a few more. Give me a few more. Okay. Alrighty. We have oh, that's a W, Amy. A W, I'll show them to you here in a minute. A W-A-N. One. M. F. M. Come on now. J. Whoops. J. M. Okay. We have R. A. G. E. T. Get. A get. Z. I. Is there any more? I don't think so. Okay, so you can see the letters. We have W. Sorry if it's. Here you go. WANMFJMRAGETZI. Mr. Agate. All right, we have tarot cards. We have a little saint charm. Whoops. We have a little birdie, a Day of the Dead charm, a passport, and 2 drinky poos. I think you need a vacation. That's what I think. I think you're overworked and underpaid. I do think some of you have a saint or an angel watching over you. Also, some of you may have a grandmother ancestor. It may be a generational ancestor, grandmother. It may be a grandmotherly spirit from your paradigm as well. We have a bird here, which for me, birds are always spiritual energy, communication. They may be speaking through tarot cards. If you have tarot cards, your connection with spirit speaking through them may be growing. Okay. I'm getting something here about documents coming through as well for you. So be sure to look for those. And I feel like you guys are just highly stressed. These drinks, I feel like there's someone in your life who you need to take a break with, okay? Perhaps it's a friend, perhaps it's your person, um, perhaps it's a neighbor, but I feel like you have loner energy and it's not good to be alone all the time. Okay. You have to have some kind of human contact. All right. So be sure you try to interact with at least one person, on a semi-regular basis. Okay. And ground your energy. All right. Cause that is so, so important for you. All right, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an insightful reading. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. Drop me a little birdie. It can be any color you want. Drop me a little birdie to let me know you made it this far. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, also drop me a thumbs up. I would love that too. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected Brat, this is going to be your reading answering the question, who underestimated you and now regrets it? All right, so keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna take half the deck. Tell me who underestimated my group two and now regrets it. All right, this is a little light. Let's take some more. Okay, who underestimated my group two and now regrets it? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. This is interesting. We have this fear, loneliness, or not being loved. Desperate, flat, dead inside, disconnected, ties self-esteem into quality of relationships. Okay. Scapegoat, powerful force, reveals the truth through honesty, important part of conflict resolution. You see this? Okay. Strong-willed and justice-seeking, protective. The camera is higher than my head, and so I can't really see. If you can see, so please forgive me if I'm out of shot here. I'm short, y'all. Okay. Weakling Prince enjoys the world and appreciates challenges, independent, accountable for wrongdoings, makes decisions based on balance of self and others. Huh. Okay. Well, okay. Let's get some from this side. I think there has been some masculines that have underestimated you, and look at you. You're very attractive. Sparkly, you might be a feminine, you might be very feminine, or there's something very striking about you. You may be very beautiful, very attractive, you may be very seductive. And I feel like perhaps when you reject people, perhaps when you don't always accept invitations, you trigger people and they underestimate you. They make you feel smaller or they see you as less than them. We have apprentice, watching, doing, cooperative learning, measurable competencies, professional development, skilled tasks. See, they don't know you. They don't know you. they don't know they don't know what you've been doing. They don't know what you've been going through. We have achiever, making and checking off lists, founder, clubs, groups, high goals, beating records, making tough decisions. They don't know you. You intimidate. And what happens is they they try to reduce you down to physical appearances. They try to bring your intelligence down, demean, so they underestimate you based on your beauty, your appearance. We have knight, focused on the needs of others, mercenary, goes into the battle for noble causes, chivalry, okay, self-sacrificing, protective, loyal, honorable. It feels like even sometimes the positive energies, they underestimate you. You catch people off guard because perhaps you can be very flirty. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra is, I'm a Libra. Okay, I have a Libra stellium. I have a lot of Libra in my chart. Um, People often mistake Libra sunny disposition and friendliness often for hardcore flirting. Okay, Libra's intelligence is often underestimated. People forget that Libra is exalted in Saturn. I remind people of this often because what happens is, and you may not be a Libra, but you may have these characteristics, okay? Sweet, joking, fun, ah, ha ha ha. Often Libras are very attractive. They may not be attractive in the, popular sense, but there's something attractive about them. And so people often think that they are maybe a little shallow or, you know, airheaded, air signs, right? And what happens is they underestimate them and then something happens and someone mistakes something as more, or Libra is offended in some way, and bam, things get real really quick and they regret underestimating. Okay, and that's where night comes in as well. We have magical child here. Unbalanced, angry, disillusioned, cynical, no longer believes in the beauty of the world, pessimist, believes, crushed by realities of life. Let's flip it. Daydreams, engages in imaginative play, fun childhood, sees sacred beauty in the world, represents that part of us which is enchanting. So I feel like Brat has enchanting energy that could go either way. Okay, that's the Saturn influence of Libra, the scale influence. You do not have to be an air sign. These are just the qualities I'm picking up on. So depending on how you treat Brat, it will depend on which version you get. And so there is an underestimation of you, and people get their feelings hurt. Point blank, period. Okay? They get their feelings hurt. Let's get into this toxic energy. You've been underestimated by a lot of masculine energies, and that's not gender. Okay? Masculine energies can appear. We all have feminine and masculine. But I feel like your feminine energies are very active. And it may be in the way you look. We have inception. They twist people's words and creates another story to fit their own narrative. Dud. Promises fireworks, but leaves others disappointed constantly. See, I feel like people underestimate you and lie about you. They lie about the things that happened. They lie about you not being smart. They lie about your intelligence. They lie about your flirtation. They lie about what you did, what you didn't do. They may even take credit for the things you did. And it's easy for other people to believe because you're attractive, you're beautiful, you present a certain way, you are a certain way. Okay? A way that people, for some reason, especially with the temperature of the room we live in, they easily feel like you're less than or vulnerable in some way, and they're able to underestimate you. And the truth is, you are smart as a whip. Like, you are so smart. You, like, the whip cracks. You are so smart. You just have the ability to. You could verbally take out just about anybody. You restrain yourself. Fire sign energy here. You restrain yourself. Water energy here. You restrain yourself. So we're all over the chart now. Um, I think you have learned a lot about self control. I think that you know your power. And it's like, once you know your power, you change the way you move. You're aware of how you look. You know, you look in the mirror. You are also aware of your intelligence, your gifts, and your power. And these kind of people who underestimate you, those aren't your people. That's not your person. And I don't think it really hurts your feelings. I think more than anything, it's it's like a gnat. It's like an annoying gnat or bug that keeps getting caught in your light, and you're just through with it, right? Um, I feel like your bosses often underestimate you, and you become a workhorse. And what happens is, instead of them seeing the light you bring, they often take you for granted. It starts a cycle of taking you for granted. So, just a little side message here is, you need to put all that extra energy into your side hustle. Capricorn, are you Capricorn? Like, whatever, if you are putting all your guts into a business you don't own, and they're taking advantage of that, and it's not in your job description, pull that back and get you a side hustle. Okay, and put that energy into that. You'll be happier. You'll be happier. Of course, they're going to notice. And then you're going to say, is it in my job description? You know, when you have like this much intelligence and creativity, when you are a gift to anyone that hires you, and you are, honey, you are. Hey, just let's settle down here, okay? Listen to me. I feel this in the cards. I know this card says Brat. Listen, you deserve to be one. You're very powerful, you're very attractive, and you have the thing. You're talented, you're blooming. Don't let these people take advantage of what was given to you, what you have. And I say given because some of you guys were born with this, but you have nurtured it, okay? And all you got to do is figure out, how do I pivot, right? So don't give extras to your 9 to 5 when they're not paying you for it. And take that energy and pour it into what's good for you. Because I feel like your potential is so great. And underneath all this underestimating you, they feel this threat as well. And they're always going to keep you. They're always going to keep you down. Because they don't want you to shine. When they see how you do your thing. I mean, I see supervisors like, oh, they know how to do that. I don't even know how to do that. But I'm going to tell them I do, and I'm going to tell them I did this report. You work for me, it doesn't matter. You work for me, it doesn't matter. That's how things get stolen, ideas, and whatnot. Okay, so it is, they twist people's words and create other stories to fit their own narratives. There you go. So, yeah, they underestimate you when they look at you. Because you can't be this attractive. You can't be both. You can't be all of it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're not perfect. I think you have a bratty little temper. Hello, family. So do I. You know, maybe you're a little chaotic. That's okay. That's all right. It's okay. Maybe you're tenacious. Maybe, maybe you have a mouth. It's fine. We're not perfect. Maybe you don't always look 100. And so you're the kind that doesn't need makeup to be beautiful. You're the kind that doesn't have to work out at a gym all the time to be hot. It's your essence. It's who you are. And you know it. Some of you, there's a side message here. Some of you need to get back to creating whatever it is you're creating. Empress, Cancer. They underestimate you for real. The Suite of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. You're a professional. They just don't know. And these masculines, you, some of them are so, they just, they look at you and they think, I want to have this. But they can't be an empress. They can't be a professional too. The Seven of Wands. The Queen of Wands. Woo! Baby. This feminine here is a baddie. A bratty baddie. A bratty baddie. Yes, you are. Yes, ma'am. You are a bratty baddie. And they underestimate you. And I got to tell you, I think being underestimated is a gift. They never see you coming. And that's how you achieve things. And you're always learning. And I think that's why sometimes they put you in a box underneath them, because you're willing to learn from them. You're willing to grow. And they think that's a mark of a apprentice. It's actually the mark of a leader. A leader is someone who is able to work with their coworkers or their crew, their team, but also is able to help uplift them, right, to the next evolution of whatever it is you're working on. But a leader also knows they have to grow as a leader. They have to grow. They have to grow their kingdom. They have to level up in a way. Right? They have to learn how to become a better interpersonal communicator. You got that on them. You're not vapid. You're not vain, although you could be because you're hot. Okay. You are someone who wants to be a good person. You want to do right by people. You care about people. So you're attractive. You're talented. You're good at this job thing. You're hot. You make good conversation. You got a sparkling personality. You're a little bratty. You might have a little bit of temper. You got all these things. And people underestimate you because of the way you look or the way you speak sometimes, the color of your hair. And I think part of you laughs about it and part of you is disgusted by it and wants nothing to do with the people who do this. And I understand that. But also realize that you're teaching those people. The people who underestimate you based on what you look, okay? You're holding up a mirror to them. And boy, howdy. This Empress energy, this is win. Okay? This is win. This is the winning card. Okay? You won. You won the lottery. You're winning. It's very positive. moving through the universe, being this healing energy, abundant, coming into your own. Talk about underestimating somebody. Healing yourself, living in this magical energy, working with the universe, working with your gods, your God forms, whatever you do, prayer, chanting, going to church, leaning on faith, and allowing yourself to blossom. Despite how uncomfortable people around you might have been. Because you know when you're blossoming, especially if you're a feminine, and you're blossoming into your most authentic expression of your femininity, it can really bug people. It can really bug people, especially if you are a very feminine woman. Feminine women can really trigger people. And feminine women or feminines or just people who have a lot of feminine energy. We're not talking gender here. It has a tendency to really bug people, trigger people to the point where they immediately say, oh, this person isn't very smart. Because you can't be super feminine or really feminine and be intelligent. Those two things in our society have, for some reason, been separated. And that's not true. But I feel like you use the underestimation as power. You move in silence because part of you is so disgusted by it that you have learned how to take advantage of it, how to move in silence, how to use those moments of being underestimated to learn, to grow. You've taken opportunities. Yeah, you may have been a workhorse, and I told you not to be a workhorse at work, okay? I say that all the time to people. But there were times when you were a workhorse, you volunteered to learn something. You learned it for free. Yeah, you had to do it at work, but you learned it, and it was important, a learning, maybe a course or something, and you learned it for free, and you got that learning forever. So sometimes it's okay because you're getting something in return. So you've taken advantage when you can of situations, and that's a good thing. Okay, let's get you some initials and a few charms here. Tell me who underestimated my group 2 and regrets it. Give me their initials. Okay. A few more initials. Couple more. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We have L. I'll show them to you up close here in a minute. L, T, B. There used to be these cars in the old days called an LTD. They were big old cars, like a Lincoln or something like that. Let's see. LTBM, PYJ, M, and Z, K, Z. These could be your initials, their initials, a screen name, a business, initials, whatever's meaningful. RV, RVD, RV, maybe traveling, X. Maybe you guys are thinking about like recording in an RV or taking road trips, doing some vlogging. EE, U, we got some repeating. E, T, ET, aliens. Okay, and then we got a star and a vase and a milkshake and a cougar and a shopping cart and a cameo, and I'm going to call this yellow citrine. Let me hold these up so you can see. Hope you guys can see them. Okay, LTBM, PYJM, ZKZV, RVDV, BXEEUUET. Okay, well, we have this little star here. It's kind of gotten beat up from being in my charm jar. And you may be feeling a little beat up. Citrine crystal energy here. And the star is actually yellow, but it looks very dingy because it's been in that with all those charms. You may be feeling really beat up. Like, it's all fun and games and stuff, but living this kind of life is hard when people underestimate you. I understand, but I feel like there's energy around you. You guys, some of you have a piece of jewelry from maybe a relative, an aunt, cousin, a friend, a grandma. Maybe there's like a diamond ring, okay, or a diamond necklace or bracelet. Could even be a cameo. Okay, if you've got that in a box somewhere, take it out. Okay, take it out. You don't have to wear it, but like hold it. Okay, connect with their energy. All right, they want to help you feel reinvigorated. They want to help you heal. All right. There's a lot of people taking you for granted, underestimating you. Beyond that, they're taking you for granted. Okay, and I feel like you guys, the shopping cart and this vase here. I feel like if you have it to spend, uh, it's like you need to get comfy cozy. You need to create a comfort. Like I'm hearing your bedroom. You need to create a space of comfort around you in your bedroom or wherever you sleep. If you sleep in the living room, if you sleep in your car, if you can add a pillow or just something that brings you comfort. If it's a piece of jewelry, it doesn't have to be a piece of jewelry. It could be a quilt, or a T-shirt, or something that someone who loves you very much gave you. Okay, you don't have to keep that in a box. Okay, like a relic. You can keep it and you can use it to help comfort you and help you connect to their energy. All right, because I feel like with this cougar. I feel like, you've been running at full force for a really long time and you're being taken for granted, taken advantage of. And I feel like a lot of you are in a situation where, money issues may be really on the table and you're having to put up with, bosses and things like that who have these weird feelings about you. And in order for you to keep going and not completely burn out, and I feel like some of you guys are burning out, you need to bring some comfort to yourself, period. You have to find a way to give yourself comfort, okay? It will help you keep going. And this is so important for many of you. You don't even realize it. It will change the game. It will help you get clarity about where you're going and how to get there. Many of you may be confused about where you are in life and how to get out of the cycle you're in. Bringing comfort into your life, nurturing yourself, giving yourself some nurturing care and compassion and love will help bring in clarity. It won't be immediate because some of you are very starved for this. You're out here trying to achieve. You're out here trying to make things happen, right? Just really working, giving it all you have. But the well is becoming dry, okay? And you got to fill it up, this vase here. You got to fill up your well, all right? And the grocery store is empty. There's no more groceries to buy because they've been all used up. So now what we got to do is we got to refill the store. So please, please, please listen to your auntie, okay? You are worth nurturing. You are worth taking care of. Unless you have kids or whatever, you have a family, yes, you take care of them. And then you got to take care of you. And honestly, You got to take care of yourself really first. It's very hard to be a good caretaker when you are running on empty. You have to get sleep. You have to take care of your physical needs. You have to make sure that you're centered. Okay, so do some self care, do some self nurturing, and bring yourself back to center. Clarity will come. All right. Okay, group two, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. Leave me a little star if you made it this far. I would love to know and love to see that. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe, and give me a thumbs up if you'd like to see more readings like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group three, all of you that selected dreaming. This is going to be your answer to the question, who underestimated you and now regrets it? Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We're going to start off with the archetype deck and go from there. I'm going to take part of it. All right, Spirit, tell me about my group three. Who underestimated them and now regrets it? Tell me about this situation. It feels like you're a dreamer. Environmentalist, physically fit, harmony, healthy, fearless, perpetually curious, loves family, holistic, balanced, transforming, removes obstacles. The camera's like way above my head, so if I'm out of shot, I'm sorry, I apologize. I can't really see. I'm trying though. Okay, tell me more. I feel like this may be somebody who's a bit of a perfectionist. They may be really into their health. Okay. We have Queen, pure awareness, compassion, logical willingness to feel the good and the bad, doesn't know everything but is fine with that, surrenders what is, and frees impulse control. Inventor, risk taker, relates to the physical world, intuitive, influential, persistent, leader, fixer, builder, repairer, energetic, ambition. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is them. Okay, other side of the deck. Other side of the deck. Tell me more about this situation. Tell me more about the person. Judge. There we are. Hesitant to make hasty assessments, logical, remains neutral in conflicts between others, listens, observes, pays attention to facts. Okay, this person does not care about your dreams. Okay, I feel like you're very dreamy, Neptune-y energy here. Pisces energy. I feel like you have a dream or a goal, and this person's like, there's no way you can do this. You are not talented enough. You don't have the education. You don't have the ability. There's no way you can do this. It is a waste of time. And in your mind, it's like saying that you're a waste of time. When you say your dream is a waste of time, you're a waste of time, right? And this person is insensitive. There's an insensitivity with this person that cannot be really, it's super insensitive. They're not a dreamer. They're very logical, and they may be into like superfoods or looks maxing and that stuff. They may be like just I don't know. They may be just a perfectionist. Like their home may be very perfect. Everything may be very perfect. They may be into minimalism. Tell me more about this situation. Causing you to miss out, lose an opportunity. You're losing real opportunities while you chase a dream. A dream that's never going to happen because you're not it. You're not it. It feels like living with someone who always blows out the candles on your birthday cake. It's like living with someone who always tells you the gifts they're going to give you or the ending of a book. It's just that energy. They always spoil the fun. So, you want to live a life that is inspired, right? And it's like this person always wants to put out the flame. Always. Mars retrograde, impulsive, rage of anger, hostility, major fights, blowouts, and more. Listen, I think that y'all have had some serious fights about this. I think this person, Jupiter retrogrades, problems with making important life changes for future benefits, expansion, abundance, prosperity. I think this person's like, you're never going to have anything, you're never going to get anywhere. You should go to school, you should go to the right school, you should do the right job, you should do the right thing, you should do what I did. I can't believe you're wasting your time in this economy, you're doing this, it's never going to happen, it's pie in the sky, you're never going to make it, blah, 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 blah. You're just paying attention to the pretty lights. Like, that's not for you. And so they have completely underestimated you. Tell me more. Because you're a queen, and not just a queen, you're the inventor. You're very inventive. You're very bright. And I feel like there is a wildness here with you, a freedom. We have the Ace of Wands. They don't know how creative you are. They don't know. They don't know how inspired you are to do this. Like this is your passion in life. This is your dream. This is what sets your soul on fire, and they just poo-poo it every day in every way. The Page of Coins. Tell me more about this page. We have the Eight of Coins. See, you're working at this. You're putting time and effort into this. You're getting some positive feedback. You're getting a positive, like, a new start. You're getting some validation on what you're doing. Tell me more about this. People, I feel like, give me some more cards. The Three Swords and the High Priestess. Tell me about this Three of Swords. Can you see this? You can. Okay. Tell me about these Three of Swords here. That one. The Ten of Swords. One more on that. One more on that. This one right here. You have the Ten of Cups. Okay. Not taking reversals. Okay. So I feel like you are putting in the work. You're very inspired. Okay. And you are putting in the time that's going to really help you shine. Okay. You're becoming a professional. Okay. And you're starting to see a flow. Okay. Perhaps of money or new opportunity. Okay. New passion. Perhaps you're learning some new things about this dream job or dream ambition, breaking into the dream situation, the art. Perhaps this is you want to be a writer. Perhaps you want to be an actor. Perhaps you want to have a YouTube channel. Perhaps you want to break into being a doctor or a lawyer, whatever this is. Okay. And literally there's this energy that wants you to stop. Okay. They want you to stop and see the truth. Okay, that is this ugly energy over here that is underestimating you, saying you'll never do it. It's going to break your heart. It's going to break your heart, and you're going to have to quit and start over. Okay? That's how they see this. That's how much they underestimate you. Here's the thing, though. They don't see the happiness that's being created by what you're doing. They don't see that this road you're on is a happy road. Okay? The journey is a happy journey. It's a fulfilling journey. It's not a Three of Swords journey. Right here. And you know what? If it doesn't happen, will it break your heart? Probably. But the journey is so fulfilling that you're willing to take that chance. You're not going to quit. You're not going to quit. It is not in your nature to quit. So go ahead and underestimate me. That's what I hear. Go ahead. Go ahead. Judge me. Because we have the Ten of Cups here, emotional fulfillment. This person is judging you and underestimating you by the money, by the house, by the car, by the clothes. They don't see the joy within you that you get from doing. They don't understand a life of fulfillment. A life of fulfillment doesn't always look like a life of a billionaire, if you get my drift. We have the Ten of Wands here. We have the Hermit. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Coins, the Page of Pentacles here twice. Let's pull one more. Someone's getting out of the car to see you. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Boom. Lots of pentacles here. Lots of their spirit just whispering in your ear. Creativity, spirit whispering in your ear. The Page of Pentacles here. With this card here and this card here and the head, I feel like you're definitely being watched in what you're doing, okay? And someone's about to get out of the car, okay? They've been in that car a while, though. All right, slow and steady wins the race. And, in certain fields, that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear now, action, 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 because you're very inspired, right? But the Ten of Wands, it's accomplishment. We have accomplishment here, but it comes with, the burden of it. So, it's slow and steady wins the race. Professionals being professional, and you getting your foot in the door, literally. He's got his foot on this pentacle here. People watching. And you, this Hermit here, that's your energy. The energy of not the aloneness necessarily, but the self-knowledge that comes from the aloneness of the Hermit. The journey within self, as I talked about before. This journey of self-fulfillment. It attracts people and places to it. And sometimes heartbreak is part of the journey. It doesn't mean the journey's over. This energy feels like if you don't do this right now and be successful, then it's over. No. Your journey, the journey of the Hermit, it morphs and changes the goals and dreams. And that's something that you may be experiencing now. Your goals, your dreams, your visions changing as you change and grow. And people start to see, and they're drawn to this through the Nine of Pentacles here. That's you moving into a state of having plenty, abundance, luxury, glamour, and spirit being right beside you, guiding you. And this energy seeing that and being like, whoa, wait a minute, now I'm heartbroken. Huh? Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Well, now I'm heartbroken. I said all that stuff and they're proving me wrong. People are actually thinking they got some. Well, what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to leave. Go on with your little hateful self. Go on and leave this alone. Because this is magical. This is a magical thing happen. You know, you were an obstacle. Judge, environmentalist, perfectionist. And this person over here is working in the energy of creation, inspiration, spiritual alignment, and allowing the forces to flow. And it's happening, right? It's happening. And this person's like, I messed up. Now they're getting this energy around them and I can't even be a part of it. No, I don't think you can. You're going to break your own heart. We're done. Listen, if they can't be there with you during the hard times where you're fighting to rise, where you're fighting to, you know, make this dream come true, where you're walking your path and it's really hard and you're still trying to believe and you're still trying to work and you're still trying and you're just giving it all you have and you feel like it's never going to happen and you really could use a word of encouragement and instead you hear, you need to quit because it's never going to happen. That is not your person. When you become successful, these are not your people. Don't let them come back because they'll rob you blind. And not just your money, 9 of wands. They'll rob you of energy. 99, 9. That is a number of alignment for you. It's very important. Watch for the 9s because the universe, your God forms, your angels are speaking. We have the 7 of pentacles. Lots of pentacles here. Money, resources. Seeing your dream become grounded in the world, seeing it manifest into the physical, coming from spiritual, coming from that etheric plane where we pour our dreams into it, where we pour ourselves into it, and we begin the work and we do the work and we become a professional. We're patient, we're inspired. We do the journey, and we do the journey because it fulfills us. And our work reflects it, and people see. And we plant seeds. And we forget that those seeds are going to blossom. They're going to bloom. And so they do. Tell me a little bit more. We got judgment and temperance. There is some good energy coming your way. You're being watched over. Okay? It's almost like a reinvigoration after a time where perhaps you didn't feel, you were kind of like, is this going to happen? I still believe. I'm still working it, but come on, universe. Give us a little something. Give us something, because we're struggling here. And the universe gives you something. It's coming. Okay? It's coming. I know the word patient is hard to hear. Okay? But for you, it's important that you dig into your journey and you find your satisfaction, your emotional fulfillment from the journey. If you start to really connect with that, you're going to find the pinnacles, the opportunities begin to flow to you. Because when you are in your journey, when you are connecting with your craft, whatever it is, you are magnetic, honey. Even when no one sees what you're doing, you're putting this magnetism out into the world. You magnetize your energy and people are drawn to you. Let's get you guys some initials and a few charms. Okay, let's get this over here. Shake it up or scooch it around. Tell me the initials for the person we're talking about, or persons who underestimated my group 3. Let me get a couple more. Okay. 2 more? Okay. Okay, I will show you in a minute as I get them out here. We have SCUZ. Scuzz. Scuzz. X. Okay. We have MAR. Mar. Marn. O. Marno. X. A. E. I don't know how to say that. K. E. E. B. N. F. S. B. Okay, we got a hand, a rose, and a K. I feel this as an emerald stone, which I don't feel emeralds very often. Very precious stone. Sacred to underworld energies. Okay, I'll let you see. All right. SCUZXMARNOXAEKE Kek KEKEVNFSB. Got this purple rose, this hand. I feel like this hand, it's almost like it's reaching to give you this gemstone and this rose. I feel like there's a time of peace and plenty coming to you. And it's coming from Spirit. Okay, Spirit is moving in your life. The hand of Spirit will be moving in your life. And you're going to know by the signs, the numbers. Okay, we had 99, I think, before was a sign. Roses, purple roses of any shade. Okay, green stones, peridot, emerald. I'm also getting Amazonite. I'm not sure if I said that right. Yeah, you might, if you have these crystals, you might sit with them. Okay. But I feel like it's almost like there's a hand upon your life with your dream. Okay. It's not just a dream. It's a spiritual pathway. Okay. And I'm going to encourage you guys. I've been reading a book called The Artist's Way, and it's like a workbook. And if you're an artist, you might be interested in that book. You know, I'm not a sponsor or anything like that. It's just a really great book if you're creative and you feel a little blocked, or you want to go deeper into your art or whatever. It's a great book. You can find it pretty much, I think, anywhere. I think it was written like in the 80s or something, or the 90s, but it's a great book if you are creative. So Spirit wanted me to point that book out to you. So group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and interesting reading. I enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. You can leave a rose, a hand, or a heart crystal. A heart shape, not a heart crystal, a green heart for this crystal right here. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.